PS5 Pro 30th Anniversary Edition pre-orders restricted to PSN accounts with at least 30 hours of runtime in Japan.
In Japan, yeah.
Only in Japan.
For us, it's going to do nothing. Scalpers are still going to eat it up. You know the worst thing about this stuff, and I know we roast it because it's the Pro. Say if there is an actual hardcore PlayStation dickhead, and he's going to spend the money because he wants it to look like the PS1. I would rather that guy get it, who's actually going to be happy.
You happy now? I'm never happy.
You know, I'd be like, look at my PS5, it looks like the PlayStation 1. And he's going to smile about it, you know, he's going to brag about it. Little weirdos.
You are a sad, strange little man, and you have my pity.
I would rather him have it than some fucking scalper who's going to try and sell it for 10 grand. They were selling attempts for 10 grand. I will attempt to get you one for 10 grand.
That guy's my hero.
Dude, he doesn't even have to actually do anything. He could just say he did it and failed.
But it's a pretty good meme to put that up there. I will attempt to buy you this $300 fucking item for $10,000. Yeah. Fuck it, I should start doing that on eBay or some shit. While PS5 Pro 30th Anniversary Edition pre-orders sparked a flurry of eBay listings with huge markups in the West, in Japan, Sony has an actual plan to beat the scalpers. The Japanese PlayStation homepage confirms that anyone who wants to pre-order the PS5 Pro 30th Anniversary Edition in Japan has to meet the following conditions: have a PSN account registered in Japan, and have at least 30 hours of PS4 or PS5 runtime on the account between February 2014 and September 19th, 2024. On these shores, the PS5 Pro 30th Anniversary Limited Edition bundle sold out in seconds, and scalpers were quick to upload their listings with enormous markups in price.
This is the thing though. If you only do it in one region, is it really stopping it? No. You stop it for like a certain amount of people, but the thing is, a lot of these guys, you've given them enough time to just leave their fucking PlayStation on.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Say if a scalper has never done it, and he's got a PS4, he buy a cheap PS4, and stuff like that, right? He could just fucking leave his account on.
Well, honestly, it would be too late for them to do it now because there's a cutoff. I'm of two minds with this, actually. I like the fact that the scalpers are getting fucked over, but I'm also not a fan of Sony putting a fucking restriction on the sale. Like, what if I'm a big PS1 fan and I'm getting back into gaming and I want to buy it?
You'll get nothing and like it.
So now, if I was in Japan, I can't actually do that.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't because, you need that fucking time. Okay, now, think about
that's where I'm kind of conflicted. I feel like it's something, also, but is it the right thing?
PlayStation is other than Nintendo, it is right now where most gamers are. I think a lot of the scalpers already on PlayStation and have a PlayStation account more than that. So I don't think it's going to work as well as they hoped. The only way you could really fuck over scalpers is online shops if you somehow could get rid of bots. You get these bots and you already got your credit card on it and all that, and it automatically buys for you.
Shut up and take my money.
They buy it quicker than a human can do that stuff because it just auto puts in everything. It's literally 3 seconds and they've already purchased it for you and got their address and everything for you. Maybe all these scalpers, they just start buying fucking PlayStation accounts like off people, because you know how you can just start buying accounts that have a certain amount of platinum trophies and stuff like that for like $50, $20. Maybe they start just doing that type of shit. My problem with this is there's too many ways to get around it for scalpers. Scalpers are the weirdest motherfuckers.
Weird.
And I think they're willing to go that length to go around it already. I know with this one, it's going to be different because it's a limited edition. They're probably only going to sell it online. You're probably not going to be able to go into a store and buy this version. The PS5 Pro, that one's going to be on shelves. That one will get to stores eventually.
Yeah.
The best thing to do is to go find a place that sells consoles that nobody is going to fucking think of. Like here, we have in Canada a drugstore chain called Shoppers Drug Mart, and they sell fucking consoles.
God, this is such an East Coast pharmacy. I think he keeps him next to the 1,000-piece puzzle of a lobster trap. I don't see it. You mean next to the Kadima paddles or next to the basic black sweatshirt with no writing on it?
I had a buddy who bought like 2 Xboxes and he sold one of them to like a friend, and he was able to pick them up at the pharmacy. That's the best advice, but even better advice, go buy a PC.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to spend their money on this, I feel like they should be able to spend their money on it. The problem is, like, you need to restrict scalping bots, but I don't know how the requirement's going to exactly fix that. Also, what about people who don't meet that one requirement of the 30 hours? Of course, if you're buying a console in Japan, you should have to be in Japan. That makes sense, right? But if you don't meet that 30 hours, but you're just trying to get back into gaming maybe, or you thought it looked interesting and you want to buy it, if you have the money and you were there first, you should be able to buy it.
I'm a paying customer. Man, some bull. Where my PlayStation at though?
It's just the scalping bots is where I have a problem. So yeah, I'm kind of conflicted with this still.
But when it comes to this, I think they're trying something to see if it works. It doesn't seem like it's foolproof, but at least it's doing something in a small scale. It might do something bigger later on.